There be some sports that are painful, and the labor's delight in them sets off some kinds of baseness which are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This my mean task would be as heavy to me as odious, but the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead, and makes my labors pleasures. Oh, she's 10 times more gentle than her mother's crabbed, and she's composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them upon a sore injunction. My sweet mistress weeps when she sees me work, and says such baseness had never like executor. I do forget, but these sweet thoughts even refresh my labors. Most busiest when I do it.
Alas now, pray you, work not so hard. I would the lightning have burnt up those logs that you're inclined to pile. Pray now, rest you. When this burns will weep for having wearied you. My mother is hard at study. Pray now rest yourself. She's safe for these 3 hours.
No, noble mistress, the sun will set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you'll sit down or bear your logs a while, pray give me that. I'll carry it to the pile.
No, precious creature. I had rather crack my sinews, break my back, than such dishonor should you undergo, while I sit lazy by.
It would become me as well as it does you, and I should do it with much more ease, for my good will's to it, and yours it is against.
Oh, word, thou art infected. This invitation shows it.
You look wearily.
No, noble mistress, 'tis fresh floating with me when you are by at night. I do beseech you chiefly that I may set in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda? Oh, my mother, I've broken your heads to say so.
Admired Miranda, indeed, the top of admiration's wolf. Full many a lady have I eyed with best regard, for their virtues have I liked several women. Never with so full soul, but some defect in her that did quarrel with the noblest grace she owed, and put it to the foil. But you, oh you, so perfect, so peerless, are created of every creature's best.
I do not know one of your sex. No man's face I remember, nor have I seen many that I may call men. How features are abroad I am skilless of, but by my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I would not have any other companion in the world but you, nor imagination can form a shape besides yourself to like of. But I prattle something too wildly, and my mother's precepts I therein do forget.
I am in my condition, Miranda, a prince, I do think a king. I would not so and would no more endure this wooden slavery than the flesh fly blow my mouth. Hear my soul speak. The very instance that I saw you did my heart fly to your service. There resides to make me slave to it, and for your sake lie this patient logman.
Do you love me?
Oh heaven, oh earth, bear witness to this sound, and crown what I profess with kind event. If I speak true, if hollowly invert what best bode me to mischief, I, beyond all limits else of the world, do love, prize, honor you.
I'm a fool to weep at what I'm glad of.
Fair encounter of two most rare affections. Heavens rain grace on that which breathes between them.
Wherefore weep you?
At mine unworthiness, that do not offer what I desire to give, much less take what I shall die to want. But this is trifling. I am your wife if you will have me. If not, I'll die your maid. To be your servant you may deny me, but I'll be your fellow whether you will or no.
My mistress, dearest, and I thus humble ever.
My husband then?
Aye, with a heart as willing as bondage ere freedom. Here's my hand.
And mine, with my heart in't. And now, farewell till half an hour hence.
1,000,000.
So glad of this as they I cannot be, who are surprised withal. But my rejoicing at nothing can be more. I'll to my book, for yet ere supper time I must perform much business appertaining.
Well, not me. When the only then, not a drop before. Therefore, bear up and boredom. Drink when I bid, servant monster.
Servant monster. The folly of this island. You know, they say there's but 5 upon this isle, and we being 3 of them, if the other 2 be brained like us, the state totters.
Servant monster, drink when I bid thee. Thy eyes are looking set in thy head.
Where else should they be set? Oh, he were a brave monster indeed, if his eyes were set in his tail.
Oh, my mad monster hath drowned his tongue in sack. For my part, I cannot be drowned. Ere I reached shore, I swam 35 leagues off and on. By this light monster, you shall be my lieutenant, or my standard.
Your lieutenant, if you list, for he is no standard.
Oh, will not run, Monsieur Monster.
Oh, nor go neither. No, but you'll lie like dogs, and yet say nothing neither.
Moon calf, speak once in thy life if thou beest a good moon calf.
How dost thy honor? Let me lick thy shoe. I'll not serve him. He's not valiant.
Thou liest, most ignorant monster! No, I am in case to jostle a constable. Has there ever been a coward such as I who have drunk so much sack as I have today? Thou debauched fish, thou, telling a monstrous lie, would you, being half a fish and half a monster?
Oh, how he mocks me! Wilt thou let him, my lady?
Milady!
Lo, again! I would that you would bite him to death!
Trinculo, keep a good tongue in your head. If you prove a mutineer, the next tree. The monster's my subject and shall not suffer indignities.
Thank you, my noble lady. Wouldst thou like to hearken again the suit I made to thee?
Ooh, I will. Kneel and repeat it. I shall stand, as will Trinculo.
As I have told you, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorceress, who with her cunning hath cheated me of the island.
Thou liest.
What? Thou liest, thou jousting monkey! I would that my master would destroy thee! I do not lie!
Trinculo, interrupt the monster more in his tail, and by this hand I'll supplant some of your teeth.
Why, I said nothing!
Mum, then, no more. Proceed.
As I was saying, with sorcery she got the island. From me she got it. If thou greatness would revenge it upon her, for I know thou darest,
Oh.
this thing darest not,
That's most certain. Yes.
then this island would be thine, and I thy subject of it.
Oh, how shall this come pass? Wilt thou bring me to the party?
I'll yield her to thee asleep. There mayst thou knock a nail into her head.
Thou liest, thou canst not.
What a pie is this, thou scurvy patch! I would that my master would give you blows and take his bottle from him. And then, when it's gone, he will drink naught but brine. I'll not show him where the fresh springs are.
Trinculo, run into no further danger, or by this hand I'll turn my mercy out of doors and make a stockfish out of thee.
Why, what did I? I did nothing! I'll go farther off!
Did you not say that he liest?
Thou liest.
Oh, I do so? Take that! And as you like that, give me the lie again.
I did not give it the first time. Out of your wits and your hearing too? A pox on your bottle. This is what drinking in sack can do, and a murrain on your monster. May the devil take your fingers.
Well, as I was saying, it is a custom of hers in the afternoon to sleep.
Stand further off, Trinculo.
Or she beat him some more, and then when he's beaten off, I'll beat him too.
Stand further. Proceed with your tale.
It's a custom of hers in the afternoon to sleep. There mayst thou knock a nail into her head, having first seized her books, or a heavy log mayst thou batter her skull, or punch her with a stake, or cut her weazen with thy knife. But remember first to seize her books, for without them she is a sot, as am I, and have not one spirit to command. They all hate her as rootedly as I. But remember to only seize her books, for she also has brave utensils, or so she calls them, that when they have a house will deck withal. But that most deeply to consider is the beauty of her daughter. She herself calls her a nonpareil.
Is she so brave, alas?
Aye, and will bring forth brave brood.
I will kill this woman and be queen, save our graces. Thyself and Trinculo shall be viceroys. Trinculo, how do you like the plot?
Excellent.
Come, Trinculo, take my hand. I'm sorry I beat thee. But for thy life, Trinculo, keep a good tongue in thy head.
Within this half hour will she be asleep. Wilt thou destroy her then?
Oh, aye, on my honor.
This will I tell my master.
Oh, I am so merry, I am full of pleasure. Let us joke, and without troll the catch, thou taught my ears.
Oh, aye, at thy request I will do reason, any reason. Come, Trinculo, let's sing. Floutum and scoutum and scoutum and floutum, thought is free.
That's not the tune.
What's the same?
That's the tune of our text, played by the picture of nobody.
If thou beest a man, show thyself in thy likeness. If thou beest a devil, then to the list.
Oh, forgive me my sins.
Oh, men that die, pay all debts. I defy thee. Oh, mercy upon us.
Art thou afeard?
Oh, no, monster, not I.
Be not afeard. This island is full of noises and sounds, sweet airs that delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that, if I had wakened as if from a great sleep, would make me dream again. And then in dreaming would the clouds, methink, open and show riches ready to drop upon me, that when I waked I cried to dream again.
Oh, this'll prove a brave kingdom where I shall be queen, and I have my music for nothing.
When Prospera is destroyed.
Oh, that will be anon. I remember the story.
Our tune goes this way. Let's follow it, and after to our work.
Yes, prithee, lead, monster. We'll follow. I should see this tabor. He puts it on, so.
We'll follow. Stefani, will come.
I can go no further, sir. My old bones ache. Here's a maze trod indeed through forthrights and meanders. By your patience, I needs must rest me.
Old lady, I cannot blame thee, who am myself attached with weariness to the dulling of my spirits. Sit down and rest. Even here I will put off my hope, and keep it no longer for my flatterer. He is gone whom thus we stray to find, and the sea mocks our frustrate search on land. Well, let him go.
I am right glad he is so out of hope. Do not for one repulse forgo the purpose which you resolve to effect.
The next advantage we will take thoroughly.
Let it be tonight, for now they are oppressed with travel. They cannot nor will not use such vigilance as when they are fresh.
I say, tonight, no more.
What harmony is this? My good friends, hark!
Marvelous sweet music.
Heavens give us kind keepers. What were these?
A living drollery. Now I will believe that there are unicorns.
I'll believe both.
Whatever else want credit, come to me and I'll swear it be true. Travelers ne'er did lie, though fools at home condemn 'em.
If in Naples I should report this now, would they believe me? Who, though they are of monstrous shape, yet note their manners are more gentle, kind than of our human generation you shall find many, nay, almost any.
Honest, my lord, thou hast said well. For some of you, there present are worse than devils.
Cannot too much muse. Such shape, such gesture, such form expressing, although they want for use of tongue, a kind of excellent dumb discourse.
Praise it at parting.
They manage strangely.
It matters not, since they have left their beyonds behind, for we have stomachs. Will it please you to taste of what is here?
Not I.
Oh, faith, sir, you need not fear.
I will stand to and feed. Although my last no matter, for I fear the best has passed. My sister, my duchess, stand to, and do as we.
You are creatures of sin. You fools! I and my fellows are ministers of fate. If you could hurt, your swords are now too massy for your strength that they will not be uplifted. But remember, for this is my business with you, that you three from Milan did supplant good Prospera, exposed unto the sea which hath requited her and her innocent child. Thee of thy son, Alonso, thou hast bereft, and you pronounced by me can be at once, shall step by step attend you and your ways, whose wrath to guard you from. Here in this most desolate isle, else falls upon your heads, is nothing but heart sorrow and a clear life ensuing.
Bravely the figure of this Harvey hast thou performed, my Ariel. My high charms work, and these, mine enemies, are all knit up in their distractions. They now are in my power, and in these fits I leave them while I visit young Ferdinand, whom they suppose is drowned, and his and mine loved darling.
In the name of something holy, sir, why stand you in this strange stare?
Oh, 'tis monstrous. Methought the billows spoke and told me of it. The winds did sing it to me, and the thunder, that deep and dreadful organ pipe, pronounced the name of Prospera. Did base my trespass, therefore in the ooze my son lies bedded. I'd seek him deeper than e'er plummet sounded, and with him there lie mudded.
But one fiend at a time, I'll fight their legions, or
I'll be thy second.
All three of them are desperate. Their great guilt, like some poison given to work a great time after, now begins to bite the spirits. I do beseech you that are of suppler joints, follow them swiftly and hinder them from what this ecstasy may now provoke them to.
Follow, I pray you.
If I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends. For I have given you here 1/3 of my own life, for that which I live for, who once again I tender to thy hand. All thy vexations were but my trials of thy love, and thou, strangely, hast stood the test. Here for heaven I ratify this my rich gift. Oh, do not smile at me, Ferdinand, that I do boast of her, for thou shalt find that she shall outstrip all praise and make it halt behind her.
I do believe it. Against the North.
Then, as my gift and thine own acquisition worthily purchased, take my daughter. But if you should break her virgin knot before all sanctimonious ceremonies may, with full and holy rites be ministered, no sweet aspiration shall the heavens let fall to make this contract grow, but barren hate, sour-eyed disdain, and discord shall bestrew the union of your bed with weeds so loathly, you shall hate them both. Therefore take heed, as Hymen's lamps shall light you.
As I wish for quiet days, fair issue, and long life, the murkiest den, the strongest suggestion, the most opportune place, or our worser genius, shall never melt my honor into lust to take away the edge of that day's celebration.
Fairly spoken. Then sit and talk with her. She is thine own. What, Ariel, my industrious servant, Ariel?
What would my potent master? Here I am.
Thou and thy meaner fellows, your last service did worthily perform. But I must use you in such another trick. Go, bring the rabble, or whom I give thee power, here to this place. For I must bestow upon the eyes of this young couple some vanity of mine art. It is my promise, and they expect it from me.
Presently.
Aye, with a twink.
Before you can say come and go, and breathe twice or cry so, each one tripping on his toe will be here with a mop and moan. Do you love me, master? No?
Dearly, my dainty Ariel, do not approach till thou dost hear me call.
Well, I conceive.
Look you be true. Do not give dalliance too much the rein. The strongest oaths are straw to the fire in the blood. Be more abstemious, or else good night your vow.
I warrant you, ma'am, the cold white virgin snow upon my heart abates the odor of my liver.
Well, come now, Ariel. Bring a corollary rather than want a spirit. Appear, and pertly. No tongue, all eyes, be silent.
Ceres, most bounteous lady, thy rich lees of wheat, rye, barley, vetches, oats, and peas, thy turfy mountains where live nibbling sheep, and flat meads thatched with silver them to keep, where thou thyself dost ebb, queen of the sky, whose watery arch and messenger am I, bids thee, leaves thee with her sovereign grace. Here on this grass plot in this very place, to come and sport, her peacocks fly amain. Approach, rich Ceres, her to entertain.
Hail, colorful messenger. Why hath the queen summoned me to this short-grassed green?
A contract of true love to celebrate, and some donations freely to a state. On the blessed lovers the heirs made fun, here thought Venus and Cupid to have done some wanted charm upon this man and maid, whose vows are that no bedright shall be paid.
Highest queen of states, great Juno comes. I know her by her gait.
How does my bounteous sister?
Go with me to bless this twain, so that they may prosperous be and honored in their issue. Honor riches, marriage blessing, long continuance and increasing. Hourly joys be still upon you. Juno sings her blessings on you. Earth increases, voids in plenty, vines and garners never empty. Spring vines are clustering, bunches growing, plants with goodly birds and bowing. Spring comes to you at the farthest, in the very end of harvest. Scarcity and want shall shun you. Ceres' blessing so with on you.
A most brilliant display, harmonious charmingly. May I be bold to think these spirits?
Spirits, which by mine art I have from their confines called to enact my present fancies.
Oh, let me live here ever. So rare wondered mother and wife makes this place paradise.
Sweet, be silent. Juno and Ceres whisper seriously. There is something else to do. Hush and be mute, or else our spell is marred.
Come, temperate nymphs, and help celebrate a contract of true love. Be not too late. You sunburnt sicklemen of August weary, come hither from the furrow and be merry. Make holiday your rye straw hats put on, and these fresh nymphs encounter everyone in country footing. Increases, poison plenty, blossom gardens never empty. Spring comes
I have forgot that foul conspiracy of the beast Caliban and his confederates against my life. The very minute of the plot is now on us. Well done, avoid no more.
Your mother's an immoved sort. It works so strongly.
Never till this day saw I her touched with such distemperament.
You do look, my son, in a moved way, as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, are all spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, yea, and all which it inherit, shall dissolve. Like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. Sir, I am vexed. Bear with my weakness. Be not disturbed with my infirmity. If you be pleased, retire into my cell and there repose. Turn to our walk to ease my beating mind.
We wish you peace.
Come with a thought, I thank thee, Ariel, come.
Oh, thy thoughts I cleave to. What's thy pleasure?
Spirit, we must prepare to meet with Caliban and his companions. Say'st again, where dost thou leave these varlets?
I told you, ma'am. They were red hot with drinking, so full of valor that they smoked the air for laughing in their face, beat the ground for kissing at their feet. I charmed their ears so that they, calf-like my lowing, followed through toothed briars, sharp furzes, pricking gorse and thorn which entered their frail shins. At last I left them in the filthy mantled pool beyond your cell, there dancing up to the chins that the foul lake o'erstruck their feet.
Oh, this was well done, my bird. Thy shape invisible retain now still. The trumpery in my house. Go, bring it hither for stale to catch a thief.
I go.
A devil. A born devil on whose nurture can never stick. On whom my pains humanely taken all lost. Quite lost. And as with age his body uglier grows, so his mind cankers. I shall plague them all, even to roaring. Come, hang them on this line.
Pray you, tread softly, that a blind mole may not hear your footfall. We are now near her cell.
Monster, your fairy, which you did say was a harmless fairy, has done little but play jack with us.
Monster, I do smell all of horse piss, at which my nose is in great indignation.
Oh, as
as is mine. If I should take pleasure against you, monster, oh, look
You were but a lost monster.
Good my lady, give me thy faith still. Be patient. For the prize I will bring thee to shall hoodwink this mischance. Therefore speak softly. All's hushed as midnight yet.
Aye, but to lose our bottles in the pool.
There's not only great dishonor and disgrace in that, monster, but infinite loss.
That's more to me than my wetting, and yet this is your harmless fairy, monster?
I will retrieve my bottle, though I be over ears with the labor of it.
My queen, be quiet. Seest thou here? We are now near the mouth of her cell. No noise, and enter. Do this good mischief, which may make this island thine forever, and I thy Caliban, for I thy footlicker.
Give me thy hand, monster. I begin to have bloody thoughts.
Oh, Queen Stephanie! Oh, Pierre, oh, worthy Stephanie, look what wardrobe is here for thee!
Let it alone now, fool, it's but trash.
Oh, monster, we know what is for our frippery. Oh, Queen Stephanie.
Oh, take that gown off. By my hand, that's mine.
And thy grace shall have it.
What do you mean to dote thus on such luggage? Let's alone and do the murder first. If she wake, from toe to crown, she'll fill our skin with pinches. She'll make us strange stuff.
Oh, be you quiet, monster. Oh, Mistress Light, is that not my jerkin?
Oh, do we steal by line and level. And it's like your grace?
Oh, I thank thee for the jest. Oh, here's a garment for it. For wit will not go unrewarded while I am queen of this country.
Monster, put some lime on your fingers and away with the rest.
I'll have none of it. We shall lose our time, and all of us be turned into barnacles, or to apes with foreheads villainous low.
Monster, lay to your fingers and bear this away to where my hogshead of wine is, or else I'll turn you out of my country. Go to, carry that away.
Oh, and this.
Oh, aye, and this.
Hey, mountain, hey!
Oh no.
Fury! Go charge my goblins, they should grind their joints with aged cramps and more pinch-spotted make 'em than cat or part of mountain. My project does now gather to a head. My charms crack not, my spirits obey, and time goes up right with his carriage. How's the day?
On the 6th hour, at which time, my lady, you did say our work would cease.
I did say so when first I raised the tempest. Say, my spirit, how fares the kings and his followers?
Confined together, as thou didst give charge. All prisoners, just as you left them, unable to budge till your release. The king, his sister, and yours abide distracted, and the others look on mournfully, brimful of sorrow and dismay. Chiefly among these, she who you termed the good Lady Gonzala. Her tears run down her face like winter's drops on the eaves of reeds. If you could look upon them now, your affections would be tendered.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, ma'am, were I human.
Then mine shall. Hast thou, which are but air, a touch, a feeling of their affliction? And shall not myself, one of their kind, that relish all as sharply passion as they, be kindlier moved than thou art? Though with their high wrongs I am struck to the quick, yet with my nobler reason against my fury I do take part. The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance. They being penitent, this whole drift of my purpose doth extend not a frown farther. Go, release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break. Their senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them then.
ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes, and groves, weak masters though ye be, I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous winds, and twixt the green sea and the azure vault set roaring war. To the dread rattling thunder have I given fire, and rifted Jove's stout oak with his own bolt. The strong-based promontory have I made shake, and by the spurs plucked up the cedar and pine. Graves at my command have waked their sleepers, oped and set them forth by my so potent art. But this rough magic I here abjure, and when I've required this airy charm is done, I'll break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book. Solemn air. There stand, for you are spell stopped. Holy Gonzala, honorable one, mine eyes, even sociable to the show of thine, fall fellowly drops. The charm dissolves apace, and as morning steals upon the night, melting the darkness, so their rising senses begin to chase the ignorant fumes which mantle their clearer reason. Good Gonzala, my true preserver and noble friend, to him thou followest, I will pay thy graces home both in word and deed. Most cruelly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. Thy sister was a furtherer in the act. Thou art pinched for it now, Sabina. Flesh and blood, you sister mine, that entertained ambition, expelled remorse and nature. With who? With Sabina, whose inward pinches therefore are most strong. Would here have killed your king. I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art. Their understanding begins to swell, and the approaching tide shall shortly fill the reasonable shore that now lies foul and muddy. Not one of them that yet looks on me or would know me. Ariel, fetch me my hat and rapier from myself. I will discase me, and myself present as I was sometime Milan. Quickly, spirit, thou shalt ere long be free.
Where the sea sucks, there I suck. In the couch bell slip I lie. There do I couch when the owls cry. On the bat's back do I fly. After the supper, merrily, merrily, merrily shall I live now. On the blossom that hangs on the bough.
yet thou shalt have thy freedom. So. To the king's ship, invisible as thou art, there shalt thou find the mariners asleep under the hatches. The master and the boatswain being awake, enforce them to this place, and presently I prithee.
I drink the air before me, and be back, or else your pulse beat twice.
Oh, torment, trouble, wonder, and amazement inhabits here. Some heavenly power guide us out of this fearful country.
Behold, Sir King, the wronged Duchess of Milan, Prospera. For more assurance that a living prince doth speak to thee now, I embrace thy body, and to thee and thy company I bid you a hearty welcome.
Thou be a sea or no, or some enchanted trifle to abuse me as late I have been, I not know. Thy pulse beats as a flesh and blood, and since I have seen thee, the affliction of my mind amends, with which I fear a madness held me. This must crave, and if this be at all a most strange story, thy dukedom I resign, and do entreat thee, pardon me my wrongs, but how should Prosper be living and be here?
First, noble friend, let me embrace thine age, whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
Whether this be or be not, I'll not swear.
You do yet taste some subtleties of the isle, which will not allow you to believe things certain. Welcome, friends all. But you, my brace of nobles, were I so minded, I could here pluck your highnesses' frowns upon you and justify you traitors. At this time, I will tell no tales.
The devil speaks in her.
No. For you, well, wicked one, to call sister would even infect my mouth. I do forgive thy rankest fault, all of them, and require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospera, give us particulars of thy preservation, how thou hast met us here, who 3 hours since were racked upon this shore, where I have lost. How sharp the point of this remembrance is, my dear son Ferdinand.
Oh, I am woe for it, sir.
The like loss?
I have lost my daughter.
Daughter? Oh, heavens, that they were living both in Naples. When did you lose your daughter?
In this last tempest. Know for certain that I am Prospera, that very duchess which was thrust forth of Milan, who, most strangely, on this shore where you were wrecked, was landed to be the lord on't. Enough of this. Welcome, sir. This cell's my court. Here I have few attendants and subjects none abroad. Pray you look in. Since my dukedom you have given me again, I will requite you with as good a thing. At least bring forth a wonder to make ye content as me my dukedom.
Sweetheart, you play me false.
No, noble mistress, I would not for the world.
Yes, for a score of kingdoms you should wrangle, and I would call it fair play.
If the vision of the island be one dear son, will I twice lose?
A most high miracle.
Though the seas are threatening, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause.
How the blessings of a kind father compass thee about her eyes. Say how thou camest here.
Oh, wonder! How many goodly creatures are there here? How beauteous mankind is! Oh, brave new world that has such people in it.
'Tis new to thee.
Who is this maid with whom thou wast at play? Your eldest acquaintance cannot be 3 hours? Is this the goddess that has severed us and brought us thus together?
Sir, she is mortal, but by a mortal providence, she's mine. I chose her when I could not ask my father for his advice, nor thought I had one. She is daughter to this famous Duchess of Milan, of whom I've so often heard renowned, but never saw before, by whom I've been given a second life and second mother. This lady makes her to me.
I am hers. But oh, how oddly will it sound that I must ask my child forgiveness.
There, sir, stop. Let us not burden our remembrances with a heaviness that's gone.
Was Milan thrust from Milan that her issue should be kings of Naples? Rejoice beyond a common joy and set it down with gold on lasting pillars. In one voyage did Claribel her husband find in Tunis, and Ferdinand, her brother, found a wife where he himself was lost. Prospera, her dukedom in a poor isle, and all of us, ourselves, when no one was their own.
Give me your hands. Let grief and sorrow still embrace his heart that doth not wish you joy.
Be it so. Amen. Oh, look, sir, here's more of us. I prophesied that if a gallows were on land, this fellow could not drown.
The best news is we have safely found our king and company. The next, our ship, which with 3 classes since we came on splinters, tight and yard, and bravely rigged as when we first set out to sea.
Natural matters, they strengthen from strange to stranger. Say, how camest thou hither?
If I did think, sir, I were awake, I'd strive to tell you. We were dead of sleep, and how we know not, or clapped under hatches. Where? But even now, with strange and several noises, we were awake, straightway at liberty, where we, in all her trim, freshly beheld our royal, good and gallant ship, divided, and were brought moping hither.
Oh, ma'am, was it well done?
Bravely, my diligence, thou shalt be free.
This is as strange a maze as e'er men trod, and there is business in it more than nature was ever conduct of. Oracle must rectify our knowledge.
Sir, my liege, do not infest your mind with beating on the strangeness of this business. At picked leisure, which shall be shortly, single I'll resolve you, which to you shall seem probable of every these happened accidents. Till when, be cheerful, and think of each thing well. Come hither, spirit. Set Caliban and his companions free, untie the spell. How fares my gracious sir? There are yet missing from your company some few odd ones which you remember not.
And for Ned, sit for all the rest of Latin. Oh, Ned, take your results for fortune. Oh, Coraggio, bully monster, Coraggio.
Oh, if these be true spies which I wear in my head, here's a goodly sight.
Oh, Setebos, these be brave things indeed. Oh, how fine my master is. I'm afraid she will chastise me.
What things are these, my lady Antonia? Will money buy them?
Oh, very like. One of them is a plain fish and no doubt marketable.
Mark but the badges of these fools, my lords, then say if they be true. This misshapen knave, his mother was a witch, and one so strong that could control the moon, make flows and ebbs, and deal in her commands without her powers. These 3 have robbed me, and this demi-devil, for he's a bastard one, has plotted with them to take my life. 2 of these fools you must know and own. This thing of darkness, I acknowledge mine.
I will be pinched to death.
It's not Stefani, my drunken butler.
She's drunk now! Where had she wine?
Is reeling right? Oh, where should you have found this liquor that had gilded him? How camest thou in this pickle?
I've been this pickle since I saw you last, sir. Oh, I fear it shall never out my bones. I shall not fear fly blowing.
Why, how now, Stefani?
Prithee, do not touch me. I'm not Stefani, but a crab.
You'd be queen of the Isle, wench?
Well, I would have been a sore one then.
This stranger thing is ere I looked on.
He is as disproportioned in his manners as in his shape. Go, sirrah, to my cell. Take with you your companions, and as you look to have my pardon, trim it handsomely.
Aye, that I will, and be wise hereafter and seek for grace. What a thrice doubled ass was I to take this drunkard for a god and worship this dull fool.
Go to, away.
Hence, bestow your luggage where you found it.
Or stole it, rather. Sir, I invite your highness and your train to my poor cell, where you shall take your rest for this one night, which part of it I'll waste with such discourse that I not doubt shall make it go quick away the story of my life, and the particular happenings since ere I came to this isle. Then, in the morn, I'll bring you to your ship. And so to Naples, where I have hope to see the nuptials of these, our dear beloved, solemnized. And thence retire me to my Milan, where every third thought shall be my grave.
I long to hear the story of your life. It must take the ear most strangely.
I will deliver all and promise you calm seas and auspicious gales. My aerial chick. That is thy charge. And to the elements be free, and fare thou well. Pray you draw near. Now my charms are all o'erthrown, and what strength I have is my own, which is most faint. Now 'tis true that I should be here confined by you, or else sent to Naples. Oh, let me not, since I have my dukedom got, and pardoned the deceivers, dwell in this bare island by your spell, but release me from my bands with the help of your good hands. As you from crimes would pardoned be, let your indulgence set me free.